Hello and welcome to Procrastination Radio. We're here with your hosts, me, King Pumpkin, KP, the most charming one, and Fire.
Hey, I'm here as well. I'm on fire.
We've got Soot.
Actually, it's Soup, but, whatever.
And Kami.
I hate you all.
Yes,
Kami's
don't
like
you see how
Finland
lovable
on-
he is?
Yes.
What is up with you, Kami?
Kami is like Finland in
All
the
the
Scandinavia comics.
What?
With a knife.
No, Iceland.
Yes, actually.
Okay, so I believe that we decided we'd start by talking about the GTA 5 PC release.
Yes, I did ask a question to Nerdcube about on the AMA. So he said it will probably release April 14th. So the great Dan has spoken. That means it will release. So if
Because of course.
If a week earlier, if the reviewers get a code, I mean just one reviewer who counts, Total Biscuit. No one else counts for PC.
This is true.
Yes, it
Because-
will be intensifies.
You know, only YouTube reviewers and Let's Players can know if a game's going to be released on schedule.
Yep.
Not like journalists and game devs and stuff. Psh.
Like, you could just ask Rockstar or Steam, is this going to be released on April 14th? And they could tell you, but, you could ask a Let's Player.
And
Well-
he will already have the game, so.
They could tell you, but they are going to say, yeah, it is going to release like they did before March 24th.
And then, whoop, delay.
We should have had GTA 5 in 3 days. We are not going to have GTA in 3 days because Rockstar are idiots.
But for me, it's 3 days. I have summer vacation now, so. Yeah!
Sorry, did you just say summer vacation?
Yes. It's already 37 degrees here. I'm almost going to boil without this ceiling fan. If you can hear
It is always
then
37 degrees.
in Antarctica. In Redacted, actually. But Redacted, I might reveal on the show.
It's like
Might be.
0 here. How are you people not boiling?
Actually, the temperature's almost reached 45 here. And also, fun fact of the day, if your body core temperature with the organs and stuff reaches 45 degrees Celsius, you will get a permanent heat stroke and never be able to come back from it. Yay!
Yeah.
Such a, cheerful topic to talk about for the
This
thing.
has been PCR for
It's
Facts with
15
Suit.
here.
Fun facts with Soup every week on Saturday. Or if it gets, delayed. Like GTA 5. You see what I did there? Did you see it?
Yeah, sorry guys, we can't actually have the show until April 14th due to a development,
And also,
mishap.
we will also take a delay. I think I will just play the game 24 hours straight when it shows up on my new rig. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, on my new rig, I'm just gonna play it 24 hours straight with all of the Red Bull. I haven't even tasted that, but that's gonna be
bro.
the thing. Sponsored by Red Bull. All of the Mountain Dew. No, I don't like Mountain Dew. It's boring. Looks like piss. Yeah.
I, for one, am going to install it, open up GTA Online, make the Fire Athlon, do that, and then forget about it.
You're gonna forget it. Okay,
for
see.
one, will not ever touch GTA 5 on PC because my computer would implode.
Well,
Also,
this
I don't
computer
like the
will...
game.
Heretic. Heathen.
What if it's well optimized, man? Maybe
Yeah, like-
your computer loves it.
Yeah, like Max Payne 3, you lagged them GPU usage.
I will eat my foot if my computer can run GTA 5.
You will eat your
You
foot.
will
Yes, that's gonna be a
consume
challenge.
your own food.
Yes, that is a promise. I will live stream it if that happens. I will live
Just
stream
the-
me cutting off and eating my own foot.
Just the meat, or will you also eat the bones?
I'll crack open the bone and get the marrow.
Nice. Marrow is healthy.
Nice. Yes, especially if you consume your own. Another fun
Yeah.
fact. Not at all depressing or dark or anything. No, I
Recommended course of action. Eat own bone marrow.
Yes, it is more tastier than goat bone marrow, which is cooked. you know. And I know that because I have eaten only goat bone marrow. Ask Hannibal if the human one is tastier. It probably is, you know. SMD heard that as goat porn. Brilliant.
Goat porn marrow, only on Procrastination Radio.
We're gonna have that as a inside joke thing. GPW on a t-shirt. If this ever takes off. I hope it does. Because that is an awesome t-shirt idea.
Yes. Yes.
What t-shirts are we getting?
Goat porn marrow.
GPW as an inside joke.
Nice!
That's it, guys. Goat porn marrow, the official mascot of Procrastination Radio.
You heard it here first, folks. Because, yeah, I have literally many things to do, but you're wasting your time, and we are thankful.
Goat porn marrow.
Also,
I have
now the
no
second topic.
comments.
Second topic is Half-Life 3. The interview was... Okay, Lelouch just messaged me and said, talk about turtle incest. What? I don't even
Turtle
call
incest.
How do you
Well, it would
even
probably
say
work the
his
same
name?
way as, like, incest between any other being, causing, you know, genetic things.
genetic mutations, you know, that causes the relationship. If the genes are quite close together, you know, the kind of same things, then that will cause mutations because stuff. And
But
I
do the
need the-
turtles?
I
But do
need the
the
nerd
turtles?
thing.
But do the turtles then come out with misshapen shells, or what?
I like to believe they just come out with spikes on their shells.
Yeah, like cool turtles.
Like, you know, they've got, like, patches on their shells normally. Those are actually just spikes, so there's not a full solid shell.
I believe we should encourage turtle incest now.
to
Okay,
make
yeah.
more Galapagos turtles. You know, they're dying off. I think that is how they've been reproducing. It is technically incest, yeah. Weird kinds of incest too. Mother with offspring as well.
But you
I
know,
think- Turtle incest. Yeah, we need to sponsor that now.
Turtle incest
will-
powered by PCR.
I want 5% of the company. I want 5% of all companies.
Hold on, is that 5% for PCR to share, or 5% for each of the hosts?
Yeah,
I think-
5% for each of the hosts from in shares of Turtle Incest Incorporated.
This is what SFD said. 5% of TIFF. You guess which 5%. You can guess.
Incest powered by
I just want to
PCR,
point
yes.
out, it's a bit more than 5%.
Actually, you don't even need 5%. When human cloning is easy, you just pluck one hair out, which is like 0.01%, and
Yep.
done.
But a genetic clone will probably not actually end up like the person or thing you've cloned it from.
I mean, it won't end up like, you know, the same consciousness of the person, but it would still be the person, you know, bangable, I would say.
When have I ever said that?
I just made it
Bangable
up.
like turtles that are brother and sister.
But we need that as well. Bumper number 5.
You guys, that's so funny.
Yeah, let's switch to the actual topic. Gabe Newell, Lord Gaben, as people call him, was interviewed on a podcast by Geoff Keighley, formerly of Game Trailers and stuff. And on a one-off podcast called Game Slice, the first was Gaben and another Valve representative who said, I get it. I'm a fan of TV shows, I'm a fan of writers, I'm a fan of blah, 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 blah. I certainly understand why people are like, hey, I remember this awesome experience and I'm starting to get worried that I'm never going to have it again. So we understand that and feel that. We think at the end of the day, customers are going to be happy So he's basically saying that we know that Half-Life, the series, was amazing, and people are going to look back at that and like, damn it, that was awesome. Now we're not going to have anything as great as that. So he said Half-Life 3 will happen if like a quite a few people in his, dev team and all are like, yeah, we want to make Half-Life 3. So that, and some leader to, channel the direction where it's going to go in, like Konami's Kojima, which leads into our third topic.
Hold on, don't just skip over topics like that. So basically, what Gavin's been saying is the most generic, non-committal answer he can give about Half-Life 3.
Exactly.
He's avoiding saying anything so that they don't, talk about Half-Life 3.
I mean, they can even release a very... Like, they can release just a pretty good Half-Life, like not really like the masterpiece that Half-Life 2 people say it is, because I haven't played it. I don't care. So Half-Life 3, they can just release it to be meh or pretty good, but still people are gonna hail it like hallelujah.
I think the exact opposite's gonna happen. Everyone's gonna buy it, and then everyone's gonna hate it, and there's gonna be a huge backlash.
You see, Valve can make the best game ever for Half-Life 3, and people would still be disappointed because you can't live up to that hype.
Or it could happen the opposite way. They make just a mediocre one, which they won't. Not bitch, they won't. Which they won't. And so, they don't really do things that way. And now they can make billions of dollars off of people who want games. So why the hell should they make a game?
Because that worked out so well for Duke Nukem Forever.
Yeah, they're gonna make money in the short term, but in the long term, releasing a Half-Life 3 will screw them over, I think.
Yeah, it might be
They
lead
can't
to...
get screwed over. They have, infinite money.
I mean, not screwed over as in money. They can never get screwed over in that way. I mean, screwed over in, game people looking at him, yeah, that was a bad thing.
Yeah, like right now, everyone hails Valve as the greatest company in the world, but if they release a Half-Life 3 and everyone
it will
hated
fall in its face, yes. It will fall in its face, the whole
Valve,
reputation.
GOG is better.
Yes, GOG is actually releasing the Galaxy client, which they haven't bloody released till now. And when they release that, it is going to be amazing, because apparently you can connect with the friends on different, like Origin or Uplay, who the hell even is on Uplay.
Just let them take their time.
Yeah, I reserve judgment until the thing's actually made. You can't just say it's going to be amazing because you don't know.
I mean, the pitch is quite amazing.
GOG is already better than Valve and Steam and all its shit, because it's, shit.
Yeah, I think the only thing you should get hyped over is this radio show every week.
Yes!
Procrastination Radio, Saturday.
For the win.
Wait. Shush. I won't be here next week, nor the week after that, nor the week after that.
Do you mind telling the audience of, is it 0 people watching to what are you doing?
Bro, we got 12 people watching. What are you even talking about?
I
don't have the Steam open.
But Sergio, I will
I'm
be
one
in
of the watchers as
France,
well.
and then I will be in Iceland, and then I will be in Iceland.
Cammy is going on a northern tour of mood.
France, such north.
Who's coming to visit me in South Africa?
I might, maybe.
I would visit you if, 1, I had a passport, and 2, I was willing to venture into the bowels of hell.
I mean, it's not bowels of hell. I mean, Australia is the bowels of hell.
Everything kills you. If I had money.
I would just first move to a different country, set up everything there, and then world tour by skydiving. Yeah, like just cause.
Far, would you mind reminding us what temperature it is in South Africa right now?
Right now, let's check.
Because here I'm in a nice, comfortable 0 degrees.
Also, the thing is,
I'm googling it. It is currently 20 degrees Celsius.
I mean, if you had Windows 8.1, you'd already have a weather app, just saying.
So
nobody
I guess
uses the default apps.
What I'm trying to say is it's pretty cold today. 20 degrees.
20 degrees is my high end for survivability.
15 degrees is my lowest end of survivability.
But it's cold!
Any lower than 15 degrees and I get hypothermia. Because we aren't built for low temperatures. We can survive 50 degrees, but not 15.
My cat is here.
It is 15.
Asking me for food. My cat is asking for food.
Tell him to wait until the break.
When is the break?
I don't know, in like 45 minutes.
Or 45 hours, depending on...
45 years. The show actually never stops.
Yes, it's been going on since the beginning of the universe, actually. True
So
story.
guys,
Yeah. We're
are we
actually
gonna
like
talk
the
about
19th
sports?
generation. No. Did you see that ludicrous
Not yet,
play last night?
sports. Not yet. I have a very good topic on that, and that is India in cricket. Yeah, because mostly everywhere there's the cricket fever, and England created the whole thing. Cricket, and it's just getting pwned at it. And India was a underdog country of England, and it's just wrecking everything. Like, see, there's one guy in Counter-Strike Source who just enter a deathmatch, and he has like 27 kills and 3 deaths. India is that guy.
I would like to point out
Spoilers.
that you're speaking about cricket, and no one gives a fuck about cricket.
Everyone does.
I don't
Spoilers.
I don't really
Spoilers.
give a crap about any sport.
I actually just don't mind it. I don't dislike it, but it's just meh. I have nothing better to do than better it. But if you have nothing better to do, then watch this show because it's awesome. Shameless self-advertising points.
It's kind of useless to self-advertise to watch our show on
Yeah.
our show.
Exactly.
You are
Yeah, the worst
literally
thing.
advertising to the people who are already watching.
It's like, hey, you guys, you're watching Procrastination Radio, but have you ever heard of a radio show called Procrastination Radio that airs on Saturdays?
Yes, you don't say, don't you?
With a charming host named KP?
And suit. And fire.
It's like shipping a cell phone in a box with a leaflet advertising that same cell phone.
But they do that.
No.
But they do that, You thank you.
It's not to
Congratulations.
advertise.
No, but they say congratulations on your new phones. Congratulations on being baptized by PCR. Be baptized.
It's more
But we
like
will
they're
put it off.
baptizing PCR, isn't it? Because PCR is the newest thing.
Yes. So what was I talking about? Yes, so cricket. Stuff is going on and stuff, and India's gonna wreck everything because
South Africa's gonna win.
Nope. South
I'm
Africa
just gonna root for Liechtenstein because Liechtenstein cannot into relevance.
I mean, the UAE even started for some reason last year, and he's like, I think the sheikh had just like a very heavy bank account, and he couldn't carry his credit card because for some reason, and he was like, I'm just gonna splash some money on this cricket team because why not? That's how UAE's cricket team started. Incidentally, UAE was the country I first lived in. I was boiling there. And here it's 28 degrees Celsius. It still feels really warm. Even with the ceiling fan running. I need an air conditioner. I have one. I have 3. All of the ACs.
You people bathe in lava.
Yes. That is our, slightly warm shower.
Yeah, I mean, like a few weeks ago it went up to like 39, so I guess you could say it was pretty hot.
I mean, here the temperature differences were like super stark, like from 12 degrees, which is like very, very low, and that happens due to the snowfall effect stuff, something magic, geography I've forgotten because I cannot compromise how the words work anymore. I've lost the words. So 12 degrees and instantaneously 3 days, 37. Summer's here, bitch. You just crashed the door.
We don't get very low, luckily. We get low-ish.
You don't get low. I might get copy strike. Yes.
The lowest temperature I have witnessed in my life is like maybe 0 degrees Celsius. I think it might have been 0 one time.
I mean, in this city was the lowest temperature ever recorded was 8.5.
I'm pretty sure that the highest temperature recorded where I am is somewhere around 30 degrees.
Yes, most likely. You people don't know.
Our highest
heat.
was like 45. It's okay.
I have no idea what our lowest is.
You bathe in frost giant blood.
I'm actually a frost giant. You've discovered my secret.
We also need a soundtrack for that Inception bar. SFT. It's bumper number 6. Also, so Half-Life 3, unlikely unless all of the people in and Valve just say, yeah, Half-Life 3, and they just make it, and then, it might show up or it might get delayed. So
But what is likely is them making is like a shooter based on Half-Life, like a multiplayer thing, because apparently Valve now only does multiplayer things because they sell.
Yeah, I mean, they were thinking of that apparently. There's too much background noise. Pardon me while I kill my brethren, you know?
So,
Really,
would you eliminate the screaming females, please?
Just doing that, I'm just gonna grab my fiber wire and some guns.
Oh, he's going full Agent 47 on this.
Yay, some people understand that reference.
All people
everyone is
understand that
dying in the background.
reference.
Yeah, does anyone not get Agent 47 references?
Whoever doesn't, they basically don't really they don't know how to live. You can't live unless you've killed people in blood money. And if you haven't killed people in blood money and started from absolution, then I'm sorry for you.
You've got to kill people for blood money to really feel alive.
Yes. To feel like a amazing monster person. Basically, you feel like the alien in Alien Isolation, but human.
So, you don't feel like the alien in Alien Isolation
Exactly.
if you feel like a human.
Yes, like the
Pretty
alien, but
much.
nothing like that. Like the
It's
alien
like
in
this
Alien
thing that it's
Isolation,
nothing like.
except nothing.
I'm falling asleep.
Okay, so I'm gonna just start off talking about tech. So the R9 390X, which is rumor milled to show up at Computex in June, which is obviously is gonna show up because now it's confirmed because AMD leaked it on themselves, quote unquote leaked, like Ubisoft every year. Not even a month over after Unity showed up, and whoa, we have another one, victory, and then unity, adversity, diversity, fraternity. Oh no, we ran out of words.
Sorority.
Unity number 5. So basically, the 390X is gonna wreck the Titan X at a very low price, and it's gonna have 2 versions, most likely. It's gonna be one an air-cooled version, but it's not gonna be the boiler reference design of the 290X, which was a complete mess. This is gonna be a lot more efficient and consume less energy than the Titan X, apparently. There's also gonna be a liquid AIO-cooled version of it, which is gonna be a lot more expensive. So the Titan X, it'll be like near to Titan X level of price, but still cheaper. But the air-cooled version will probably be the 4K game wrecker, which we need. Like
So
the
can we?
4 wrecker.
So can we just append this with rumors?
No, it's not rumors. It's kind of confirmed because so many screenshots saying this many stream processors. I should actually pull that up. So AMD reportedly shows industry partners, add-in board partners, you know, like Sapphire and whoever makes them. Slides confirm that the 390X will feature 4096 stream processors and a more refined version of graphics core next architecture, whatever that is, and core speeds up to 1050 MHz, which everyone's gonna overclock. And it'll sell with 2 variants, again, air-cooled with tamed speeds and water-cooled edition with all of the speed in the universe. It'll just suck in everything into 4K.
I
It has-
completely agree with this techno babble that no one here is following. So
Also-
I think, yes,
gonna
I
have-
agree with whatever you're saying.
Can I just mention slides can be faked?
Yeah, but you can't really fake that many. Pretty much everyone is on the rumor mill. There's many sources. Also, it has a 4096-bit wide HBM memory bus, and that is like a really fast memory bus, and 8 gigs of VRAM because, you know, why not? Clocked at 1.25 gigahertz, and that's
Can I
fast.
just interject?
Yeah.
The water cooler edition, the rumored water cooler one has 8 gig. The normal one only has 4.
No, it says both of them have 4 because the 290X Tri-X edition, which is like 3 fans and a toxic color scheme, it also has 8 gigs of VRAM. So this most likely will have the 8 gigs, and it requires 6 and 8 pins of power connectors. But it isn't like the original Titan, which had like double precision, you know, for stuff I forget, for the, you know, 3D rendering and Pixar movie making people. This has single precision floating point performance of 8.6 teraflops. And also it is claimed that this graphics card will be 50 to 60% faster than the 290X in benchmarks like Battlefield 4 and Far Cry 4. So it's gonna rake stuff.
What did any of that mean?
It basically means that there's this new thing coming out that everyone wants, but no one wants to pay for.
No, but it is quite cheaper than the thing that people actually want, which is the Titan X. And it's so black edition. It's like made out of black hole's essence. Okay, everyone is bored, Lelouch is saying, and annoyed. Okay, sorry. Sorry.
Okay, so
That's a fair place.
You take over with the Windows 10 thing.
did Windows 9 ever happen? I'm pretty sure that they just jumped 9. I don't understand why.
Yes. Because
Did you
9...
miss that? How did you miss that?
It's
Because
like,
it was-
did they miss on the number line? Did someone just doodle that out when they
No,
were
it's
designing
because
their...
programs
There is a
check
technobabble
for 9.
explanation.
It's
Well,
because
that's-
of 98 and 95, basically.
But it's not
I mean,
2010, so that doesn't...
I think the
So-
thought was basically Windows 9, and some German worker at Microsoft said 9, and basically they just said, okay, Windows 10. Some high
Can I
position
explain the
person said that.
technobabble?
No.
Allow me
I
to...
like... Can I just explain how I think they did it? I think they had a number line on their whiteboard when they were designing their Windows lines, and they had Windows 8, and then someone was like, ooh, I know what I'll do for an April Fool's prank. I'll just erase 9 from the board, and we'll see what happens.
And everyone
But-
took it for serious. That's
But
how it
can I
went down.
explain the technobabble?
Yes, do it in a
no, I
summarized
like
format
mine
because I
better.
will babble for a long time. So do it in a summarized manner.
Is this a yes? Okay. So, there are programs that when you run it on Windows, check for the Windows version, right? And since 95 and 98 are basically the same thing, they check if the Windows string starts with 9, right? So, if they were to make a Windows 9, it's going to fuck up all those programs because they think it's running on Windows 95. So they just kept 9 instead of making a smart way to get around it.
So basically it was out of pure laziness that they decided to completely skip a number.
That is correct.
Yes.
I mean, they could have just named it like the German word 9, and it would have worked because it would check for letters in a different order.
Or
Just
the,
saying.
or the English word 9. That works too.
Yeah, rather than
English, it
using
would
the
just be
German
no.
word 9, why didn't they just count and figure out 9 comes after 8?
Because then you'd have to release 9.1, which would be the actual correct OS, unlike 9, which would be a mess up, like 8. 8.1 is the way to go. You heard it here first.
Windows 8.1 is inferior to Windows 7.
Not really.
No,
8.1 is the best thing in the world.
no.
Wouldn't go that
But it's
far.
better than 7.
Quite better than 7, actually. Because my
7.
old crappy machine, it got a new life because of 8.1. And I installed it on, I think it was my 10th grade exams. Yeah. I installed a USB drive. And actually, I was about to go to the school to actually attend my exam. And the exam was in the computer programming. And I aced it because I installed Windows 8.1. That makes sense. No, really.
While we're on the vein of stupid names for things people created, I am still mad that Nintendo named the Nintendo 2DS the Nintendo 2DS. I think that's a stupid name.
It's like Razer with its Black Widow 2014. It doesn't say it's 2014 because, because they have
But why
run out
is-
of mythical beasts.
But why is 2DS a bad name?
Because every DS is 2D except for the 3DS. They named the Nintendo 3DS the 3DS because it was 3D.
But the
any
other DSs
DS
don't
could be
have
2D.
numbers in front of them.
Yeah, but they're still 2D. If they called it the DS2, then that would have been fine. But the 2DS implies that, there's some sort of special that it's
Dude,
2D.
but we all know Nintendo is not good in the naming department.
And
Then
everyone
they
will
should
get
hire
confused.
people.
I mean, really, you're complaining about the 2DS, but they decided to release a newer version of the 3DS and call it the new 3DS.
And, because the Best Buy...
You know how
will be sending-
confusing that is? You go into a shop, you say, I want a new 3DS. Do they mean a new 3DS or just a new 3DS?
No,
I don't think that is a real problem. I think the problem is some person's grandma is going to go to buy the 3DS, and oh, the Best Buy has this for really cheap, and she will get the older one and the less powerful one.
No
I
one
think
I think
complained
the
when
issue here
Apple
is
used
that
that naming
Nintendo doesn't
system.
hire people to name their things properly.
I mean,
It's just
think
like
about this.
Razer and Apple.
It's like Wii U.
Apple used that system and no one complained.
Also,
All
Nvidia
of
has
those
that
names
thing.
are fine, but Nintendo
So Lumia
2DS is
has the
just the
funniest
stupidest
system.
name I've ever heard.
But is it more stupid than Wii U?
Yes, it is so much stupider than the Wii U.
I mean, Wii U
Yeah.
can be interpreted so wrong.
Yeah, the next V is apparently going to be called the PU or the Poo or something.
No, it's like it's
I'm spreading the
currently
rumor.
the codename is NX, which
Yes, yeah.
people believe stand for Nintendo Experience or some shit.
Some stupid name, basically.
Extreme.
Nintendo Extreme Edition, overclocked with nothing.
Yeah, I'm with Serge. I think now that they've released the 2DS, they really need to release a 1DS, where it'll play all those 3DS games, but only in a line.
So it'll be just one dot jumping, not even jumping.
Yeah, you just have to tap the dot at the right times.
Yeah, like this, the impossible game. But just with the dot, and you're gonna have to have 25 vision. Better than humans.
Yeah,
Like an eagle.
basically.
Nice.
Then there's gonna be
What
PewDiePie
could
playing that.
possibly go wrong?
If they release a 1DS, I will be fine with the 2DS, but until then, the 2DS is the stupidest name I've ever heard of.
There is also a parallel
No, there
dimension
are
where
worse names. There are
There's
way
an-
worse names.
there's an alternate dimension where Nintendo released 3DS in the fourth dimension. So
Kami,
these games in 3Ds.
name one worse name.
Windows 10 is free for pirates message is fake, so that's a worse name.
Hold on.
So should I talk about that? You know, a very summarized version because people were getting annoyed apparently.
Okay, so Apple brought back the MacBook. So there was the MacBook, then the MacBook White, then MacBook Pro, and then MacBook Air, and then MacBook Pro, and then MacBook.
Also,
Can we talk
Nvidia
about-
did that same.
Can we talk about how stupid the new MacBook is?
It's not.
Like,
It
I
only
think we
has
should do
one
that.
port. It
We
has
should do that
one
after.
port. It's the same port where you plug in your charger. So if you want to have a USB flash drive plugged in while charging your laptop, sorry, you can't do that.
Adapter.
So you're
your
basically
only
gonna have to-
option is to string up like fucking 5 hubs.
Yeah, you have to
Wow.
carry all of these adapters and each sold for $99.99 by Apple Incorporated.
Because you can't use a normal hub because it's some kind of weird new USB port.
USB Type-C is the new
Yeah.
greatest thing. Bow,
So-
wow, 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 wow. So I'm just gonna talk about the Windows 10 free for pirates, and then you can rant.
But the thing is, the MacBook is lighter and thinner than the MacBook Air. In which unit does that make any sense?
Because the MacBook Air was supposed to be the lighter one. If this was the Air 2, that would make sense. And also, I hate that. Just one port. Come on. No one is gonna have USB Type-C everywhere. And the people
have
who
no
take
problems
their
with the
MacBook,
ports.
and the people who take their MacBook to their college or university, they're just gonna have the lost and found department is just gonna have all of the USB hubs just fallen everywhere.
People don't use USB anymore anyway.
I think that after MacBook Air, they should release MacBook Helium and then MacBook Vacuum, where it actually doesn't exist and you sort of just get absorbed if you buy one.
And you fall
I
into
like
the
that
dimension
one.
of the Apple.
Yeah, 0 ports, just nothing. It's just a vacuum and you get sucked in the second you buy it.
You are
That's
the
a
port
good
for the
idea.
Apple vacuum. You become the port.
Yes, you are the port in the MacBook Vacuum.
And the cost will be very cheap because they want to absorb people and use them for Siri's brain, which will take over the world. SiriNet. Hashtag SiriNet.
MacBook Vacuum, still a better name than the Nintendo 2DS.
Yes, agreed.
Uh,
No, actually, if they're gonna do vacuum, they're gonna have to do with first all of the air, you know, gases in the air. Like first nitrogen because it's the most, and then oxygen, and then etc. etc. Q-nerd soundtrack.
Oh, I know why it's not why it's not called the Air 2 or something like that, because it's made of gold, so it's heavier, so it's useless. Or painted gold, but gold is heavy, so it's useless.
And actually, it has the new Broadwell processors, which are the best thing in the world. Like, best. And it's so light, it doesn't need to be cooled. It is like
gold
12
paint
grams.
is actually the densest object in the universe. You heard it here first.
Yes. Also, I'm defending one port because a thing like that, it's made like a tablet. They don't have ports. It's not really a problem. If you want ports, you get something bigger, which you can.
I mean,
It's not really a problem.
they can still, they're still saving so much on the cost of the whole materials. I mean, the only thing that is costing the most is the Broadwell processor and its motherboard, and they weigh like 12 grams. They won't really increase the weight that much if they added some ports, you know, just saying. The 14 grams is the whole motherboard. That's a complete computer that can wreck my computer and throw its ass into the space, and it only needs to be cooled by just like a small little foil of copper, which adds like 2 grams, which is total 14. So they can add the
It would be
ports.
thinner and it would take space, and it just... I mean, there is no use for...
They can release a more
really.
pro version of it, you know. They can.
It's for someone... It's to compete with the Surface, and the Surface only has one port anyway.
You see, you don't have any of these issues if you just bought a MacBook Vacuum.
True.
You wouldn't have any issues. You wouldn't exist to have those issues. Yeah.
No, you would exist. You would be omnipotent. You would simply be.
You would be everywhere in space, but not on Earth, so you won't be able to keep up with my
So
technobabble.
it would be like that awful French film, Lucy.
The vacuum!
Yeah, you would be
God,
here
that
listening
film
to this
is bad.
podcast, and you wouldn't.
Actually, they can still be
Schrodinger's
listening
MacBook.
if we broadcast it like radio waves into space, then they can listen to it. Nerd.
So it's Schrodinger's MacBook. It is, but it isn't.
Also, should I talk about the Windows 10 free for pirates obvious trap that it is? Because I think they are going to do this.
It's not a trap.
It can be, and you know, it's Microsoft. They're known
Because
for
it
traps.
doesn't exist. The whole
No,
thing
they-
doesn't even... People understood them wrong.
No. They said Windows 10 will also be free for pirates, and then they clarified it because it might have just been a trap, and then they turned it slightly into less of a trap. Because if you upgrade to Windows 10, you'll still have a non-genuine license, okay? And they say, according to industry experts, use of pirated software will result in a higher risk of malware, fraud, identity theft, crash theft, public exposure of your personal information. That never happens on a normal OS, even if it is non-genuine, and a
But-
higher risk for poor performance or feature malfunctions.
It
I'm
is a
smelling a
valid.
trap.
It is a valid statement to make because, of course, it's going to be less of a thing because of. Wait, let me just get my thoughts together. The thing is, like, you don't get the security updates and stuff, so you are going to be more at risk.
Well, that is true, but what if people yar it after Windows 10 releases with a patch, a crack thing that, you know, updates it every day with security updates? Because, you know, it'll take 1 day for the people to do that. 1 day is all it takes. Everything is cracked. And it doesn't even necessarily mean that it will show up as non-genuine. They can just make it as ahead of the Windows 7 thing, which it was a trial version, but it activated itself, like reset the timer of the clock, which was like 45 days to 0 and 0 and 0 every day. So it just was infinite.
I don't care
Well,
because I have a legit version, so...
Also, another technobabble, little, very small one, but this is a lot of hype for me because AI is probably going to take over. A Japanese supercomputer called, what was it called? A K, apparently, just K. You know, this is the computer that replies K whenever your conversations are starting to die off, and it kills your conversations. It hacks into your conversations and says K. So this supercomputer, simulated 1 second of 1% of the brain activity, and it took 40 minutes to simulate. And it has 705,024 cores and 1.4 petabytes of RAM, and it could simulate 1 second of brain activity in 40 minutes. To replicate a network of 1.73 billion nerve cells connected by 10.4 trillion synapses, the project's main goal was to test the limits of simulation technology and the capabilities of the supercomputer. This achievement offers neuroscientists a glimpse into the future and stuff. And this isn't even the fastest supercomputer in the world. And this is like just the starting bit. So AI might still take over the world.
AI will never take over because they're limited by, everything.
Yeah, I know, but still.
AI will never take over the world because we can just unplug them.
Or can we?
Movies never get this. It's like just fucking unplug.
Or just
Transcendence.
throw a grenade into the...
Or a good old-fashioned baseball bat to the just
monitor.
Bam.
A baseball bat to the face of the server.
You just like walk up to the fucking robot thing and wave some static electricity in its face, and it fries itself and dies.
It's like, aha, Skynet, I have control of all of the world's electricity. Yeah, but I'm just gonna unplug you and you're screwed.
No, but it might have generators and a nuclear reactor powering it from somewhere across the earth or something.
But then you still have the baseball bat plan.
Okay, just let's for a second let's pause that. And Intel is actually behind this whole thing. I think Intel should name itself Skynet, maybe. And it aims to have a machine which can simulate brain activity in operation by 2018. So yeah. Hey, at least Skylake processors will be out by then. That's a thing to look forward to. Also, the new Spider-Man movie will be out. Hype.
You seem to be quite the fan of Spider-Man. I think Spider-Man's like heroes after Batman.
No, actually, for DC, everyone who reads both DC and Marvel, first it's Superman because he was the first actual superhero who showed up and led this revolution thing, and then there's Batman for them, and then from Marvel's side, there's first Spider-Man because you can just call him the Marvel Universe because most of the timeline things and multi-universes things only matter because of him. Even the whole symbiote saga and clone saga is based on him. He is Marvel, and now he's back.
Spider-Man is so lame.
Back in commas, in inverted commas.
But the same way Hulk came back, and then Marvel just snatched him away, and now he's ours. Soon.
Marvel always owned Hulk.
No, the first movie was Sony's, I think.
No. Marvel all the way, man.
No, I thought it was Sony, and then Marvel snatched him and the Incredible Hulk and stuff. Oh, never mind.
Nah, that never happened. The only properties Marvel sold off was X-Men, Fantastic Four, and Spider-Man.
X-Men is just the best series.
Yes.
This is a fact.
Did you watch Days of Future Past? That's the best.
Yeah.
That Quicksilver scene though, running on the walls and shit. That bastard. That was the best thing. And the people who say, "Oh, the musical law should be, slowed down to him." Look, but I don't think that's not how relativity works. Even the headphones are moving at the same speed as him, so they are going to output the song at the same speed as they normally do. And so.
So, quick question for you guys: what would your what if you could have a superpower? What would it be?
I would take the Flash. Running at that speed, I would just go back in time and steal all of your powers and kill you all.
That's cold-hearted. I'm a fan of mind reading.
No, mind reading is cool.
Does Zeus count as a superhero?
Maybe. Zeus. The god of thunder.
No, he's a god.
No, he is in the Marvel universe. He's also a character. But
I'll take his powers.
But he doesn't really have powers. He has just a lightning bolt, which he just shows off like his dick.
Hey, I'll show you my lightning bolt. Meet me behind the shed.
Do you want to see my lightning bolt? Like Batman says, hey, want to know my secret identity? And everyone knows his identity. I'm Batman. I don't even know how to make that voice.
I'm Batman.
My voice not as deep enough. I must become Russian. Lelouch is asking me, do I show off my dick? No, I said Zeus is showing off his dick. You know, there, this is my lightning bolt.
No, Zeus shows off his dick.
Why do you pronounce his name as like it was Frank? It's not Frank. Or is it Frank? Frank.
Mazoa,
Frank.
we all want to see your batarang.
Yeah. Want to see my...
What is even going on?
Innuendo is going on.
All of the innuendos ever in existence. A nuclear reactor of innuendos, PCR.
That would be my realistic superpower. I would just have complete knowledge of all innuendos to use at any time.
But you don't really need complete knowledge of that. We just have to have the correct moment for that. Pardon me while I kill my siblings. Just 1 second.
I know what superpower I would take.
And what would that be?
When I touch a female, they fall in love with me. That way I can rule the world.
That's called.
But what if you
Hypnol.
accidentally touch someone you didn't even mean to touch, and then? What do you think about that, huh? It
I'll just touch it. I'll just touch everybody, because when everybody's in love with me, I rule the world.
Fire.
Yes, but also everyone will be after your...
The Hypnol achieves the same result.
SFD says, in before fire accidentally touches his mom.
Please.
GG.
Please, but still, that can happen. It can...
True.
Yes, that's true.
Benedict Cabbage Patch is not like fire.
Yes, true. See, still the best power in the world is either mind reading or the Flash. If you have both of them, then you're just the ruler of the universe, because you can turn back time and just stop people before they're doing something and freeze them for eternity.
Right.
Or just run around the planet, or you don't even need to know. You don't even need to do that. You just punch them at your maximum speed, which is like faster than the speed of light, and they would just implode the universe.
That is so difficult and complicated. Why don't you just become a Time Lord that does that without having to run?
No, but still, the
That's
Flash is
better.
quite awesome, you know. You can quantum leap. You can stop tsunamis by just running fast. You can be in two places. Speed mirage, if you will.
But we don't know if he stopped it, because he went back in time before he could.
Actually, in the comics, the Flash becomes so freaking fast. He is basically the whole Speed Force. He's directly all of the Speed Force. So he just runs and runs and runs, and he becomes so fast. He runs faster than time and goes back into the past. And he is basically the lightning bolt that gave him his powers in the past. Then he, does stuff.
But that's a self-replicate, a self-thingy paradox thing.
The Flashpoint paradox, yes.
What I'm trying to say, it's not possible to go back in time and give yourself the powers to allow you to go back in time, because that would unravel the time universe thing.
Yeah, the space-time continuum.
So you don't have any of these
That's the
issues
one.
if you guys just picked something simple like mind reading.
Yeah, I would. It's okay. This is my thing, the actual original, not before the Flash actually changed my mind. I don't need powers. I would just get a symbiote from the Marvel universe, like Venom, or Carnage, or Toxin. I would just nab Toxin, and we'd be just best friends, and I'd be in the Avengers and I'd do stuff. And how would I get paid? I would be an agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., so they get paid. So yeah,
You see,
that's
if
my
I had
career.
mind reading, I would just live life like I normally do, but knowing what people are thinking.
Yeah, but sometimes you don't want to know that,
That's
Can
why
you turn it off?
Yeah. It's like, it's like
So
X-Men
it's an enabled,
telepathy.
disabled one. Cool.
Yeah, it's like
But
X-Men
my
telepathy.
my superpower is the simplest of all. Touch girls and they fall in love with you.
Yeah, but it's perverted of all. It's kind of too convenient. See, even if the KP can do that by just reading the minds and kind of implanting the idea slightly.
No,
You know.
but he can read minds. He can't
No.
Yeah,
I
but,
don't want to be able to
He
manipulate
can't
people to
inception
No, I mean,
his
power.
mind.
No.
But I mean, I can use that knowledge, like what they're thinking, to learn what they like, and use my natural charm, of course.
Do you want the
Yes.
powers of inception?
No, he
No, I
doesn't.
don't want the powers of inception. I want to have to try.
Yeah, I think he just wants Charles Xavier's powers, Professor X, but not the
No, not even
paralyzed legs.
that far. Not even like Professor X level. Just basic telepathy.
Yeah. Or you could just take telekinesis. Nah, but that's not really much useful. It's just a gimmick. You know, the gimmicks. The tele company sells those.
Teleportation isn't a gimmick.
Exactly. That's why
Teleportation
I
is
have
most
that.
certainly a gimmick.
I have that. It's not a gimmick. The teleporter. I might teleport to your face
Honestly,
and slap
if you
you.
had teleportation, would you really use it all that much? Like, I mean, sure, you'd use it to make the stuff convenient, but it's not the best thing you could have.
But if you had the Flash's powers, it would be super cool to run to your things that you need. And you'd be just
You could
so
enter
fast.
the Olympics.
Yes. But they won't take you because they'll say, drugs, lightning drugs.
No, you'll just have them test you.
Ah, yes. But because since you just run that fast, they'll be like, we should have the meta-human Olympics. And then the Hulk will be like, he'll jump across the huge high jumps and long jumps. He'll be like, the long jump will be like from across the American continent. Since he gets, but the more angry he gets, the bigger he gets, and the more enhanced his powers go. So he can just jump across the planet.
So, Joe, what the hell is telefragging?
Telefragging is some people, I don't know, fragging by spawning behind a player who just spawned.
Yes. Now that's spawn raping.
It can be, paraphrased, just for making it a little family friendly. We have completely lost our topics because we are procrastination from our topics. It's in the name. We have no sponsors, probably never will. And yeah, what are we talking about? The Flash, yes, he's awesome. You should watch the TV show. I'm advertising for them.
Marvel!
Yeah, but the Flash is also pretty good. It's not like, it's the worst thing in the world. I don't watch Arrow because Batman.
That's because the only things that are bearable in the DC universe currently are the 2 TV shows on TV. The movies are horrible.
The movies are basically brooding means brooding, like a few gods meeting in a candle store, basically.
The people who
Everything
make the
is
DC
wrong.
comics have completely missed the point of comics.
No, I think the movie people are just so obsessed with Batman, they were just injecting his essence into everyone. I mean, Superman is going to be that, like, prime color, all for good and hope, and Aquaman has to be the laughing pirate captain kind of guy. And he's like, everyone has that stupid group of Kubrick stare. Everyone is like, ugh. And then Green Lantern is going to show up with his green, power ring, and he's going to, like, with his hand in the air in front of him, like, with a face, like, everything is like, what? Everything is grey. It only works if Batman is the one brooding. He's the one who broods. He's a self-important prick.
I'm Batman.
I'm
But
Batman.
to be fair, his parents are dead.
Yeah,
but he's also
Spider-Man
got
lost his
billions of
parents. He
dollars.
lost his aunt. He lost his uncle, and he lost his girlfriend. Spider-Man should be brooding, but he ain't because he's an awesome person, better than
Batman's
Batman.
a billionaire with, like...
Yeah,
If he didn't want to live in Gotham, he could just go somewhere else.
yeah. He could go to like Hawaii and be a Hawaiian Batman who eats pizza
And,
with
like,
pineapples
he's
on it.
fit and he's smart. It's not like he would, be lacking for anything.
Yeah, and also he's a billionaire and a playboy and a detective and all. His progeny won't really suffer that way. Evolutionary speaking, it's like a bit of nerd because I can.
Does Bruce Wayne ever have kids?
Yeah, I think so. There's the Son of Batman movie which I didn't watch. I think he does, but he actually doesn't even need a family because he can just hire people just take in people off the streets and be like, yeah, you're Robin. Now you're Nightwing. Now
but
this
like-
guy's Robin.
I would not like to be his kid. It's like, hey, Daddy, can we go eat some ice cream? I'm Batman. Let's go
No,
fuck
no,
up
he'll be
people.
like, no, he'll be saying, yes, we can. Do you know why? Why? Because I'm Batman. That's basically everything. Everything tells
No, it would
you
be more
know
like,
why.
do you know why? Because I'm a multi-millionaire who can do whatever the hell he wants.
Multi-billionaire.
It's like, Daddy,
Millionaires
Daddy,
also 2012.
Daddy, why is Alfred still here? Isn't he supposed to have died because he's so old?
Actually,
Alfred is immortal.
he's immortal. Yes. Actually, Batman made an immortality serum, and he just thought, you know, I can survive anything. I'll be immortal because I'm Batman. So I might just give it to Alfred.
Isn't he like immortal in one of the universes anyway? Because he got into the League of Assassin baths, water of legend stuff that makes you immortal.
Lazarus Pit.
Yeah, that one. Doesn't he go into that?
Yeah, the Batman Beyond. I think that universe is. I don't know. I'm not sure. Yeah,
And then he becomes
talk about video games.
He becomes like Ra's al Ghul.
Yeah, but I don't know how it's the correct pronunciation. Is it Ra's al Ghul or is it Ra's al Ghul?
Well, they say Ra's al. In Arrow, they say Ra's al Ghul.
I mean, in the game of the thing, the Arkham City is like Ra's al Ghul, Ra's al Ghul, Ra's al Ghul.
Yeah, it's Ra's. It's definitely Ra's.
But Ra's al Ghul sounds a little bit more, you know, less gimmicky. Like, you know, Ra's al Ghul sounds like a traditional name of Russian people who give their kids rashes by stuff.
Lol.
So everyone go and watch the Flash TV show because it's fantastic and brilliant. But actually,
Also
the
watch
starting
Arrow.
bit is, yeah, watch Arrow and also watch Agents of Shield because actually, I have the perfect idea. The Flash, the starting bit is just completely boring because there's this love triangle where Barry loves Iris and Iris doesn't. Yeah, my friend, the friend zone, the blah. The love triangle is just the worst, annoyingest thing in the universe. And if you can sit through those, then the actual awesome bits where he runs and powers and stuff, that's the best thing. It's just superb. And now they've gotten rid of the love triangle thing, and now they're delving into time travel. So you might just want to
Have
get
they
into
really
this.
gotten rid of it though?
I mean, they have gotten rid of the awkwardness that's surrounding it. So it's time travel now, baby.
But
Quantum
have
leap
they?
in.
Because
Yes.
they did, and then he went back in time, so none of that happened.
No, he went back in time to the start of the episode, and I'm spoiling it for the people who didn't watch that.
Retcon
Yeah,
or
but
last con.
The awkwardness happened in that episode before he time traveled, so he time traveled and then that didn't happen.
No, the awkwardness wasn't as bad as the starting one. So we are talking about stuff no one even knows about. So let's move on to where you should start watching that show from. So Agents of Shield, if you want to start watching that and you will like, that's boring. Oh my god, it should be drugs, money, and explosions. Yeah, then watch it from the episode called Tracks. It is Tracks, in a Shield-like form. I think it's terrestrial, repetitive action, coordination, kinetic symbiosis. Yes.
Just skip. What he's trying to say is just skip season 1 because season 1 is shit.
No, watch it from half of the season 1, like episode 15. It does a complete recap, so everyone knows what's going on, but no one's bored by that. So yeah.
I mean, well, the only reason for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. to exist is to introduce the Marvel movies that they have no idea how to introduce in other movies.
But it's kind of like a universe continuum thing. Like even in humans, that's starting from there.
It's like, how are we going to explain Hydra? Oh, let's just put it in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. How are we going to explain in humans? Oh, well, let's just put it in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. So we don't have to bother explaining shit to movie watchers.
I think that's SFD's way of telling us that it's break time.
Did he just yell rape?
He said
nerd.
So yeah, I think it's just about break time, so we'll be back soon.
On Procrastination Radio, where we have literally no topics. We've tried to listen, read them, but we procrastinated, so yeah.
Yeah, no prep until yesterday was a bad idea. We'll see you
next
in about
week.
a few
We'll
minutes.
try it next week.
Now back to Procrastination Radio, where you have better things to be doing, and so do we.
Yes, we're back.
I thought the break was going to be 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
It was. Now shut up and do the thing. We're
So actually, I'm going to start with my own topic. I had the weirdest dream today in the morning. I think Cammy won't like this as much because, he's all for the Thief 2014 reboot, and he says it's not really that bad. I mean, it's not really that bad, but compared to the originals, it's...
I really like the new Thief.
Even I liked it, but compared to the original, I liked it before I played the originals. When I played the originals, I felt like they could have done so much more, but you know, it's Square Enix. They always reboot a franchise.
Yeah, but you like the reboot of Tomb Raider, and you said the stealth was good, and you hope they added more stealth, which is like the opposite of the original Tomb Raider. So your opinion is completely invalid if you are going to say that.
No, I'm not talking about Tomb Raider. I'm not talking about Tomb Raider. Let me talk. I'm talking about the...
You cannot say the reboot of something was bad because it wasn't like the originals, and it was good on another series because it wasn't like the original.
No, I'm not saying it was bad. I said it was good, it was fun. But it's Square Enix. They always reboot something, and the first attempt is always okay, but it's not the best like the originals. Like Hitman Absolution, it wasn't as great as the originals, but it was a good game on its own. And, you know, Thief 2014. Good game on its own, not as good as the originals. But I had the weirdest dream last night, which was like, I was in a game that looked like Thief, but it was like open world, but not open world as in you can go anywhere and you have to go through the whole side quest. It was linear missions, but it was like granular, and it depended on like, there was moonlight in the sky, which basically there was none in Thief. So there was moonlight, and so you had to keep your movements basically timed on when the clouds move over the moon, covering it up, and that was just like the best thing. And I got caught, and I just reset the game, and resetting the game was like took forever, which was a perfect example of my PC. So, and that's how it ended. I might have to kill my siblings again. They are, you know, you're back, man.
I said I'm back, man.
Yeah, so I said I'm Bach, like this, the music composer person.
So I think now that we've discussed who we're going to sponsor, of course, Total Incest, in the start of the show, what we should do is we should discuss who will sponsor us. Like, we need some corporate sponsors.
Doritos and Mountain Dew.
I, for one, am a fan of the nice, refreshing taste of Coca-Cola.
I'd say
Indeed, agreed.
And I don't know what they make, but Brad Corp.
Because
I like
we're corporate whores.
Brad Corp, the company that makes Pony pictures. Brad Corp. To bradcorp.weebly.something.
I don't know, Brad.
We should get Intel to sponsor us so we can all get free CPUs.
I like Metal's suggestion, Hitler.
Sure, we did already plug Intel in this show.
And Doritos and Mountain Dew. Might as well sponsor HyperX as well. Get sponsored by.
Yes, we can get HyperX Cloud.
I think what we should do is we should just get every company to sponsor us, and we'll put their logos on the stream picture.
Yeah, because our eyes are very
we'll make
lazy.
a bunch of money off it, I'm sure.
$700 per episode. Money. All of the money. You know, actually...
Because we're all about that money.
I'm all about that money. That's
all
a song,
about
right?
that money.
Mozo.net will sponsor us.
I'm all about that cash,
Right.
cash. No change. I'm all about that cash, no changes.
What was that?
That was the all about that bass kind of thing, reference. We should also have t-shirts we should have a t-shirt of all of the things, you know, all of the sponsors' logos, and it's basically a sponsored horror t-shirt. Yes.
It'll be a patchwork t-shirt out of corporate logos.
It should be written sponsor horror on the blue color
I'm
t-shirt
bringing
because
money
Intel.
back. You go tell all them poor bitches that.
Which song was that?
Still all about that bass.
I never heard that, so.
My oh my.
So AMD FreeSync. Okay, I am not gonna technobabble as much. Just saying. Just pointing it out. So SFD says at least Fire's not singing selfie. No, that's good. So
Let me take a selfie.
Giddy up. Yes.
I'm gonna talk about AMD FreeSync, but first, let me take a selfie. Wow. I don't even know that song. Wow. There's some bass things.
Bow.
Can we get North Korea to sponsor?
North Korea, yeah, we're gonna get the Democratic People's Republic of Korea to sponsor PCR.
They can
Yes.
sponsor.
Perfect.
They can sponsor us some secret nukes.
No, but
Yeah.
what will they do with the nukes? Oh, we can sell it to America.
No,
We sell the
no.
nukes to America.
We won't
Because they
sell
won't-
them. We will
Why?
We'll say we're gonna shoot these nukes off unless you sponsor us. So we'll get
That'll be
another
awesome.
sponsor.
SFD says, fire, shut up, they're supposed to be secret. Secret nukes, shut up, fire. Also, I think we will...
I didn't tell them where they were.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's not
I
like
think,
they know that they're in the missile silo in Ohio. Like,
Bro,
Yeah.
it's on the moon. They're not in Ohio. They're on the moon.
shut
It's
up,
10:38
Fire.
here,
It was a red herring.
10:38. Actually, yeah, what was I talking about? Yes, so if we get sponsored by North Korea, we're gonna have to cut our hair like that person, Kim Jong-un. Kim
Remember
Jong-un.
to go visit your friends at our Pyongyang. Reddit.com/r/.
Are we sponsored by
Pyongyang.
/Pyongyang as well?
Bro,
Well, It's a
We have-
sub of North Korea, so I mean,
we have a good
it's the same thing.
acronym for it. We can be Pyongyang Celebration Radio.
Yes, Pyongyang Celebration Radio.
That'd be
Perfect.
awesome.
PCR
All
Korea
of
is
the
best
meanings.
Korea.
Yeah,
Exactly.
move to
The
Korea.
Democratic People's Radio of whatever.
Move to Korea, and we will be the only people who have internet just to broadcast this.
We'd have to learn Korean though.
Nah.
Maybe
I'm
they'll
just
give us
saying.
free lessons.
I mean, we will be in the embassy place, right? From our countries.
No,
Right?
the only foreigner.
I don't think North Korea has that.
The only foreigner that works for the North Korean government is Spanish, so I can find him.
So let me talk about AMD FreeSync. This is basically the things, you know?
Straight
The
from
things-
North Korea to FreeSync. So how your
Yeah.
mind works is impeccable.
I
North
was not
Korea
saying
does
that.
not support anything that contains free in the name.
But you have to
Except
have
for
nukes.
free garlic fingers.
Free nuke from AMD. Sponsored by Korea. From the pocket of Kim Jong-un. Yeah.
Talk about FreeSync.
So FreeSync is basically AMD's, open
I have a
source
site
available.
here that says DPRK Army, people will never tolerate US war. It's something that they published 4 days ago. Best
So I'll just talk about FreeSync because, So AMD FreeSync is just
if
an
you don't want to
open
talk about
source.
Korea,
Yeah, we'll continue with that. It's just this is a small topic because pretty much everyone knows. So if everyone doesn't know, I'll just summarize it. AMD FreeSync open source G-Sync thing, which is available on every other monitor that has available refresh rate, chip built into it. And it is different compared to G-Sync, but G-Sync is like NVIDIA. Oh, everything is ours. We will make our own chip and pay $200 extra for it because we want that money. And AMD is like, we can FreeSync stuff, do it automatically. And if you have like a high refresh rate monitor, like a 144 hertz, it's going to be from 4 hertz to 144 hertz, the whole FreeSync,
Techno
operating
babble with
race.
we should I agree. We just need to rename this radio Techno babble with
TB,
SUT.
I
TWS.
have a question. Does anyone here listen to Hello Internet?
I do.
Okay, playing Crash Corner, we should
Yeah.
have North Korean corner, and then Soup's Technobabble will be radius paper cuts. See, it's perfect.
I think we should avoid mentioning other radio shows and podcasts on.
We're advertising them, which is not good.
Not until they sponsor us, Kami. Not until they sponsor us.
Okay.
So it's a display refresh rate thing, but just makes it like normally what would happen with VSync is it would cap your monitor's like a frame rate thing. So whenever your GPU outputs a specific amount of frames, that is all your monitor will actually refresh at. So normally what happens with tearing is your GPU can't keep up with your monitor's refresh rate. So the new image that is going to show up from the top, which is going to just layer through the image, is just going to be stuttering. Okay, so KP says it's not just radio babble, but I'm not radio babble, techno babble. So I'm just going to completely finish this now. So 11 monitors available with AMD FreeSync, and they are just basically DisplayPort 1.2a or something, and they just make the whole experience smooth and without any stutters and stuff. And I'm just going to stop now because anyone's going to kill me.
Basically,
Yes, we are going to kill you.
this thing makes other things nice. That's a deal there.
So basically it's G-Sync AMD edition.
Yes, but it's open source and available on many monitors. So it's more open, welcoming everyone. It's like 11 monitors are already available with AMD FreeSync, and like they are cheaper. So
So it's the same thing as G-Sync, okay?
No, but it isn't completely, in-house. So they're just utilizing a technology that is already built into like monitors, like of the laptops, which need a variable refresh rate. So if you have like a super huge, gigantic civilization in Civ 6 or like City Skylines, and you just scroll to the bit where forest and like smooth for performance, and you just instantaneously scroll to the back to the city. There's like so much stuff going on, and your GPU can't handle it. This will smooth out those moments.
Yes, we know how this works.
Yes, thanks.
Yeah, but I was just
Very
beating around the bush
nice.
because I didn't know how to word, so
So-
I just
Okay,
explained it.
so
Just
can we
gonna
talk
say
about something that everyone can actually
City
comment on?
Skylines
Yeah, so let's talk about
usually
stuff.
It just
CPU thing.
basically it couples your monitor's refresh rate to your graphics card frame output.
Yes,
It's
I'm
the
just
easiest
gonna
way to say it.
So the monitor waits for when the GPU actually is ready with the frame. So it isn't like already displaying the same image again. So that's what happens.
But the example made wasn't very good because Civ and City Skylines are
I know,
more
and I'm
about
saying, I'm just
CPU
saying.
than GPU.
I know,
But
I'm just
yes.
saying. Just saying.
Just
Also, a small rapid fire topic. Tesla is now allowed to sell directly in New Jersey. For 1 year, it was banned. New Jersey, they can't sell or directly. Like Tesla normally sells directly. Now they have to sell with dealership, the governor said. And 1 year later, no, ban is not anymore. But also, look at this. They're only allowed 4 stores and must open just 1 service center in the whole freaking New Jersey. I don't know how big that city is, but I think it's quite big.
New
And,
Jersey's
it's a
not
state.
that
It's a
huge.
state.
I mean, it's the 4th largest market for luxury automobiles, so it's big, kind of. And yeah, then Elon Musk's comparison to the local dealers is like, quote unquote, a mafia protection racket subverting the democratic process. Because dealerships are that, it's true. Continue with thy own topics.
Okay, so there's been some big progression with self-driving cars lately.
Yep, there's one in Los Angeles, I think there was a Mercedes, that looks like exactly out of those future movies. Like a concept car, but is actually on the road and driving people. It's amazing. I just added a small bit. You could continue.
I'm pretty sure that there's actually one being planned to drive across the continental United States at the moment.
Yes, like there's that game. What is it? What is it called again? You travel across the continent with Oregon Trail. So this is going to be the self-driving trail or auto trail from the Hello Internet. This is going to be called Autos. And all of the taxi drivers in the world are just going to lose their jobs because these people don't
No,
crash.
they're not.
They are.
They wanna.
Did you think the horses didn't lose their jobs when cars came along? Come on, be
For
serious.
fuck's sake, they won't lose their jobs immediately. They won't allow that. They may just stop giving
They'll
out
revolt.
licenses. But they
they will
don't say,
revolt for a little bit.
Now you don't work anymore. Just good
No,
luck
I mean,
finding
it's
something
gonna take
else.
some time, obviously, but they'll try to revolt, but it won't work because
No,
self-driving cars.
eventually, they will lose their jobs. Keep in mind that licenses give money to the government, and self-driving cars don't.
Can someone explain to me what the current topic is? Because I had to go answer a call.
Self-driving cars.
What?
and how they were going
Oh.
to steal every taxi driver's job in the universe.
But
Even
would it-
autopilot.
Eventually, but they're not going to lose their jobs, they're just not going to create new ones. So the ones that exist, when they're retired, they won't be replaced, but they're not going to lose them, because that would be stupid.
I think this actually ties in with what we were discussing not too long ago about AIs taking over.
Yeah.
I think if there was ever a moment for AI to take over, it would be when self-driving cars become the dominant.
Everywhere there's just self-driving cars, and some AI has to be there, like Siri, for example, if Apple makes its own cars, which is
Sorry,
actually...
is anyone else hearing that bomb going off in
Yep,
Kami's background?
I am. It's like a
What?
big pneumatic engine thing.
Tommy, please tell us, is World War 3 starting?
Or maybe someone is trying to Assassin's Creed his government.
I think Kami accidentally set off one of our nukes.
No, he said
I told you we should have left Sergio to guard them.
I think he set it off towards some place we didn't want it to fire, which was the actual nuke place.
So Kami, did North Korea deliver the nukes and you actually fired them?
He can't speak because he's died of radiation poisoning.
Yeah, the
True.
bomb's already gone off, was what that sound.
I think it's a missile
Where-
which launched somewhere, and he also died of the radiation that just shot at him.
He probably didn't launch it right.
Most likely, yes. It was leaking uranium, and that just got spewed at him.
Damn it!
Well,
Yeah,
there
we
goes
lost.
our plans. We'll
Damn
have to
it,
go back
world
to
domination.
getting the spiky turtle plan.
Yeah, and we're gonna have to stuff them down people's throats and stuff.
No,
What?
there are no news according to like anything that you're talking about. So.
Wait, Kami's back. Okay, so how irradiated are you?
What are you talking about?
You know, you just got hit around a nuclear missile. You know, you're probably somewhat irradiated.
Yeah. And Lelouch says I talk too much. Shut up, Lelouch.
You do.
Yeah, but I have to keep the awkward silences to a minimum. That's my responsibility.
Oh, is it called? Do you say it Lelouch? I thought it was Lelouch.
It's a little douche.
It's Lelouch, like Lelouch, you know?
Yeah, that's why I always say
Lelouch.
douche.
Lelouch.
Like a French person saying Lelouch. He's probably gonna kill me for that.
I think we should sing, guys. Let's make a musical.
What should we sing?
Music.
We need some tune, someone playing the tune and someone actually singing the lyrics. And another person supporting it. With the
Yar har har fiddle dee dee.
Being a pirate is
That's an
alright
extra
with me.
hard.
Do
Let's
what
start
you want,
again.
because
Because a pirate is free. You,
You
are a pirate.
pirate.
I refuse to let you sing the English version and not the Icelandic version of that song.
Why can't we be friends?
Why can't we be friends?
We will be friends eventually. Once you stop stalking me with your binoculars. That is for YouTubers
I
to
don't
sing.
know the words to firing the Surgeon General, Bat. Or Lelouch.
Pretoria girls.
Okay, so I don't think we should actually have the procrastination idol. I think that's a bad idea.
Maybe.
Procrastination idol. What do you mean?
As in singing.
Oh yeah. That would be bad. There would be ears bleeding everywhere. Because of you're out of tune, you fucking piece of shit. Everyone's gonna say that.
If yeah, I think the chat might riot soon.
Yeah.
I think they're
likely.
like singer riot.
So
Do you guys want to sing along?
I would, but I don't know any lyrics, you know. So I'd be the worst.
What are we singing?
I don't know. What's a song everyone in the world knows? Let's do Happy Birthday. It's probably someone in the
Happy
world's birthday today.
birthday
No,
to
but
you.
The tune is copyrighted.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, dear stranger.
Somebody's birthday it
Happy
is. Happy birthday to
you.
Actually, you know that song's tune is copyrighted. We might be hit. Just saying. That's why you have to sing it out of tune.
But
Just
we
saying.
did sing it out of tune.
We were so out of tune.
Yeah. But still, the whole, happy birthday, it was still there. It's kind of, I don't know, maybe. I don't know. So,
I hope you
Sucker Fun
guys
said
know
he
to never
regrets
ask for
writing.
another song now.
Yeah, that would be the worst. If I sing, yeah, no. That is going to kill people, most likely. Okay, so the HTC One M9.
Oh
So,
Jesus Christ! Not this again.
I
No,
came
no, no,
in
no,
like
just-
a wrecking ball.
but this is not
Never
techno level.
hit
This
so
is just
hard in love. All I wanted was to break your walls. All you ever did was you wrecked me. Yeah, you
Wreck
me.
me. So I came in like a
Wrecking
wrecking ball.
ball. Never hit
Never
so
hit so
hard in love.
Life.
I didn't even listen to that song. I regret.
Break your walls. All you ever did was wreck me.
Yay, win the Sergio Van Award for Best Singer. Approved by Bozo.
No, I didn't get that award because I can't sing. I won't.
Sergio wants us to stop singing.
First he said,
can mute
What?
you.
Okay, we should move on to something we can actually talk about
yeah,
now,
I'm talking
rather
about
than
just one little
torturing.
small little topic, which is not
Okay,
even a topic, it's just a
Your
blitz.
small little topics always end up in a 5-minute
this
rant.
one, I
You're
swear
forbidden
this
from
isn't.
introducing new
Okay,
topics.
This is a
Just-
small, little, tiny
Just
little
one
nifty thing.
question. The M9, will it be available with Windows Phone?
Oh, sorry,
Well, yes.
Might,
because
might
it's
be, yes.
Android.
Might. Yeah, but
No,
listen to
because
this, listen to this.
Microsoft said that you can install it now in any Android phone.
Yeah, I know.
So, damn, I want my Nexus 5 now. Imagine that with Windows. It would be perfect.
So, but actually what they're doing is HTC One M9 owners will get one free replacement for what damage, cracked screen, switching carriers or anything. I don't even know how switching carriers should take a new phone, because here we just, remove the SIM, throw it away, get a new SIM.
Because they are not liberated. They are locked to one carrier sometimes if you buy from the carrier with a discount.
Because the American phone system is broken and a ripoff.
It happens here too.
Here is just everything's free. Not really. Everything's for the price. That's true. Also, they just the official name for that replacement thing is Uh-oh protection. Quote unquote, exactly Uh-oh protection. They give you a free overnight replacement in events of the, cracked screen, water damage and stuff.
The education system is broken everywhere as of the.
Yeah.
Okay, while we're discussing this, just so everyone there knows that Procrastination Radio isn't just, a name, we didn't have a Mumble server set up until last night, and we were still rushing around about 20 minutes before showtime to get stuff set up.
And actually get the topics ready, and we didn't even read them.
And
Because
it's
Yeah,
still
we
not
only
set up.
started to write down topics yesterday.
And half of those topics is me being stupid.
Yeah,
More than half, yes.
about half of those
I
were
joined
me and
15
Fire
minutes,
typing back and
15
forth.
minutes before.
Can I just read you some of the topics? I
Yeah,
want to do
please
this.
Please do.
And SFD says, we started planning 3 weeks ago. That is true.
Yeah, 3 weeks ago was when we decided we would do this, and then yesterday we started preparing.
We're the best. We live to
Fire
the name.
wanted to read off some of the funny topics from our doc, so...
But I wanted to read them.
Yeah, that's what I said, Fire wanted to.
Okay, let's do this. Okay, so the first topic I wrote was how to make easy money on the internet, and then somebody in brackets typed hint porn.
Actually, KP said that.
Yeah, I think most of those additions were me.
And then it's like how to find girls on the internet.
SFD said
like-
you don't.
And somebody said you mad out.
I said that because SFD just mess everything up.
And
I
then
said
SFD felt it necessary to contribute how to pick up chicks.
which is a secret that we cannot share with you guys, unfortunately. That's a highly guarded secret.
Yeah, that's like
Can't share our
Coca-Cola's. That's like Coca-Cola's bank vault secret thing, the secret formula of how to make Coca-Cola.
Yeah, it's a secret as our location of the nukes.
And the super secret nuke
Yes.
sent by no one. What are you talking about?
What nukes? I didn't hear anyone say nukes.
Nukes? What is this? North Korea? What are you
I don't know.
talking about?
Yeah, I don't think
don't
anyone
even- I
mentioned
don't-
Pyongyang.
Yeah, I don't think that. Who was that? I never heard of that person. Really?
Never
I
heard
Truly
of
have a
speaking.
problem. I have a problem because I had to go to 2015 with Katya and Jap, but like I'm going to Iceland in 10
Hold on.
days, and then Finland, and then in the summer I have to go somewhere else, and I have to go to the Flatlands and to
Guys.
Onto, and I cannot go everywhere. This is a problem, and I'm
SFD
sad.
shared the secret. We have to kill him now.
What?
Damn
Damn
it,
it.
SFD.
SFD, you've been banned from
Yeah.
the
You
Yeah,
have
you-
given our name away.
SFD,
secret.
you're gonna expect a tight
SFD.
little wire around your neck because Agent 47 is gonna come for you, mate. We can't pay him because we actually don't have any sponsors.
Yeah, we've got to
We'll
wait
gather
till we
all
get
those sponsors.
sponsors.
Not yet, not-
We can get sponsored by Agent 47.
Maybe we
Yeah.
can get sponsored by Tiffany Alvord.
Actually,
up,
we'll get
fire.
sponsored.
Mate,
Shut up, Leonard. No one even liked you anyway.
shut up, Sue. Other news, I wanna go to Russia.
Agent 47
no.
can come from any two reactors.
Guys, we actually talked about one of our subjects. One of our subjects was favorite TV shows, and we talked about that.
No,
Yeah, the
it's
TV
the
show.
Russia.
The Flash, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and the Arrow for Fire.
We're not
because
going back to
he's-
this.
None
We're
of
not
those
going to go
are my
back to
No, I'm just
favorite
mentioning
shows.
it
talking
out.
about superheroes.
No, just
None of those
blitzing it
are
through.
my favorite shows.
Okay,
But Top Gear got
Actually,
cancelled.
what we just said ties
Or
into one of the
suspend-
topics on here, which is how would we murder someone and get away with it?
Just
I
say
don't
by
know.
Agent
not telling
47.
anyone.
Either hire Agent 47 on an EMI, like every month you pay some of the money, or just become Dexter or something, or just become Hannibal.
Or don't
The
tell
cannibal.
anyone.
But if you're playing Hitman Blood Money, you'd quite easily learn how to do
If I
that.
was
Yes,
gonna be a
wait,
serial
please,
killer, I would want the police to call me the Suspense, so that when I found a victim and they knew it was me, they would be like, "Oh no, the Suspense is killing me," and then we would both laugh as I
That'd be
stabbed them in the
awesome.
neck repeatedly.
That'd be awesome.
Yes. Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
all of it, all of the yes.
Indeed. So Jeremy Clarkson got suspended.
Yeah, Jeremy
Oh,
Clarkson
yes,
did get suspended from Top Gear.
And that's very sad because there's no more Top Gear and I love Top Gear.
Elish wants me to tell all of you
Question.
guys, bury them in
Can't
the
you just-
Earth's core.
Can't you just fuck off to America and go host Top Gear USA?
Yeah, Top Gear
Gear
USA is
USA
apparently
is
quite
shit.
good as well.
No, it's shit.
Top Gear
the-
USA sucks.
Just
It's-
because Dan says it's decent doesn't mean it's decent.
But if Jeremy Clarkson fucks off and joins them, then it might be decent.
No,
True,
Jeremy
it might
Clarkson
be if
have to
Jeremy
go
Clarkson
to
was
fifth
there.
gear. Fifth gear. Not Top Gear USA.
I
That's
mean,
just awful.
he like has enough influence. He could just make his own show. Tell the BBC to fuck right off.
Yes, but not go to Top Gear USA.
Yeah, they won't actually do the thing, because they can't actually kick him off and still expect to run the show. People watch that because of Jeremy Clarkson.
Guys, just a second. Well,
I
Luke said
have
Top
to
Gear
go,
USA
so I'll
is as
be right
bad an
back.
idea as turtle incest, which I think is awful because Top Gear USA is shite, whereas turtle incest is the best thing since sliced bread.
I
Yes.
have to go, so I'll be back maybe
can agree with
later.
this.
I don't know. I cannot
So-
say anything for sure.
So can I just introduce you guys to an idea that somebody in like our WhatsApp group introduced me to the other day.
Go ahead.
Okay,
Yep.
right? So musical porn. It's like a porn, but
with a
structured like a
musical.
musical.
Wow, that's intriguing.
I'm sorry.
If you know what I mean.
Can you repeat that?
So it's a porn musical. Like, it's a musical structured. Well, it's porn structured like a musical. So
I think you need to go pitch that right now.
I know.
The porn industry will just, you will own that. All of the money.
They will implode. It's like, it's like fire. And,
You know who was the first one who will join that? Miley Cyrus.
Yeah, pretty much. You can call it one of two things. I suggested these names. Either you call it Morn, like MORN, or you call it a pornicle.
Pornicle.
I think those are both awful names.
No, pornicle is hilarious. Come on. No one will know what you mean. That's the best thing.
Pornicle.
Like a barnacle of a pornicle. A poor nickel just fell down the drain. You know, like a poor nickel. The
Wait,
coin.
SFD, a musical structured like porn. I think that's musical structured like porn rather than a porn
Yep.
structured like a musical. That's also good.
Yep, that's
Yes,
awesome.
that is. It's
See?
just like walk up in there like the handyman comes in to like fix your shit, and then they start singing instead of fucking.
That'd be awesome. Somebody should make that. Get on that cheese.
Oh god, what would the names be though?
So the wrecking
Backdoor
ball is
Opera,
like
Backdoor Opera
Oh, yes.
3.
And if someone tries to create a Daft Punk, harder, better, faster, stronger.
It's like Candy does hard songs.
Harder, better, wider, stronger.
So Joe, the fucking doesn't start until you have the porn structured like a musical.
Yes, that's perfect. We need to pitch that idea. Copyright that shit. Like, run to the patent office like, who's that bastard? Yeah, that bastard. Thomas Edison.
And-
Yes.
And then we can make money by writing a book called 50 Shades of Musical.
Or 50 Shades of...
50 Shades of Ray. Like Ray the Note.
Yeah.
50 Shades of Ray.
But people will find that pun really annoying and it will stick in their brain, so they will buy that.
Exactly.
And that's best ideas ever. And we're just on the test flight of PCR.
50 Shades of Ray, that's gotta be on one of our t-shirts.
Yes. All of the t-shirts. What was the first t-shirt?
First
Turtle
t-shirt,
Incest.
Turtle Incest, yeah.
Yes.
No, first t-shirt was Goat Porn Marrow.
Oh, yes. Good porn marrow.
Goat Porn
Good.
Marrow could be one of the musicals.
Oh my god. Like they cut open a goat. No, like the butcher is about to cut a goat and he's like, hey, you know what? We're just gonna turn this into a porn. Why not?
Or, the woman doesn't have enough money to pay for the goat marrow.
Oh, that'd be amazing. And
And then she needs
they
to
both
fuck
start,
to get it.
obviously, but they will have to sing first. So it'll be a goat porn musical morn.
Yes, I
Pornicle.
can already sing the song. It's like, hey, don't you wanna give me goat? What's the thing? Goat porn marrow.
Yeah.
Don't you wanna give me goat porn marrow? And then the guy's like, hey, no, not until you fuck me.
No, actually, I'll give you something better if you don't have any money. Or something like that. I don't know. I'm not good at songs, As something different and then the marrow, because, first he has to take the payment.
And then it's
Yeah.
like, do you want to suck my marrow, bitches?
So here's like quality entertainment, everyone. Yes, this is the best entertainment on the internet. You should just subscribe, follow, and you should plug our Twitter handles and everything.
Please like, subscribe, and comment.
Yes, and all
Like,
of our
subscribe,
channels
comment.
should be like, subscribe and follow, and do the $5 subscribe thing so that we get all of the money. So they get
And-
specialized emoticons of goat porn marrow and everything. That would be amazing.
And don't forget to tweet. Welcome to the goat porn marrow inception.
Total incest.
Hashtag go porn marrow, get it trending.
Yes. Worldwide, mates. We need
Make it happen.
This is the best. I mean, for the first test flight, I thought I would be like not talking at all and just getting all my words wrong, which I have done the latter, but still, it's not that bad. And even SFD agrees, not as bad as I expected for a pilot board thrust. SFD's voice is just going to be a Russian voice, which I will say. For me, it's going to be a Russian voice.
Oh, guys, I don't know if you guys all heard, but I actually figured out why SFD doesn't talk. It's because his voice just sounds like a text-to-speech thing.
Yes. True.
Yeah, his voice is just text-to-speech, and we've actually heard his voice earlier in the show, like the bumper. Yep. That was actually SFD's real voice. True story.
That makes so much sense.
Exactly why he doesn't want to be confused or confuse people. Because if he kind of speaks in front of Stephen Hawking, Stephen is going to be like, do you also use a text-to-speech like me in your neck? I also want that.
He doesn't have a text-to-speech thing in his neck.
No, he wants that because that would be more convenient. He wouldn't have to have this gigantic freaking monitor with a computer attached on the side, you know? You just have a monitor. It'd be more ergonomic, if you know what I mean. I'm just colliding all of the universes with this, with the goat porn marrow. Get that trending.
I finished my delicious cold Coca-Cola provided to us by our Coca-Cola Corporation sponsor.
Yes, we shouldn't actually say that like that. We should make it like an awkward, first time when how people, like if your parents were going to do a sponsor like, oh, I have, I like to eat rice. You know which is the best rice? Uncle Ben's. But he won't come back. Drops mic.
Do you guys know Spider-Man's favorite type of rice?
I don't know.
Uncle Ben's.
Ba-doom-tsh.
Ba-doom-tsh.
And he's going like, why do you do this? Because we can. And we were sponsored, so, you know. And I love rice because...
We need a picture of sad Spider-Man.
It's like Alfred talking to Batman is like, hey, Batman, I saw your parents the other day. He's like, Alfred, why you do this? And he's like, because they told me so. And he's like, who? Not your parents!
Actually, I killed your parents. He was there, actually. Who? Not your parents. Why you do this?
Why you do this?
Batman, like, he says he doesn't want to eat whatever Alfred's prepared for supper that day, and because he thinks it looks gross, and then Alfred's like, didn't your mother ever tell you not to judge a book by its cover? Oh, wait.
Wrecked. You just got old, son.
Oh, by the way, first person to find a picture of sad Spider-Man gets a shout-out.
Yes. A big one. As big as the t-shirt with written on it, goat porn marrow.
We're getting too self-referential in the first episode.
Yes, actually. Too much, actually. As if we've been doing this for years. Actually, we have, you know. This show has been going on since the beginning of the universe.
He posted a picture of sad Spider-Man.
SFD. How is the shout-out works again?
SFD. No, you just say shout-out to SFD.
Shout-out to Mr. SFD. Who sounds like... I'm amazing too. When he got rebooted. Lelushas, did we run out of topics? Yeah, kind of.
No. We've got topics left.
Yeah, I have one topic, which is about 3D printing. It is very amazing sounding, but it doesn't have much technobabble. It doesn't have technobabble.
Take us away, Mr. Technobabble.
Doesn't have technobabble, you git. What is, it's basically like, you know the Terminators in, Terminator 2, the T-1000 rising creepily out of the molten metal? Molten metal? I think that was molten metal. I didn't watch the movie. Yes, I'm an asshole. I know. I'll just jump off a bridge.
Want to welcome you to Technobabble.
No, it's not Technobabble. It is not Technobabble, and I don't understand 3D printing's Technobabble. It's basically, what's going on is, the creepy like Terminator T-1000 rising out of the creepy metal. This is being done with plastic. Molten plastic just forms that whole thing. Anything. Larry says I should stop talking. Okay.
So yeah, 3D printing is actually pretty interesting. They made a gun with 3D printing that fired like 200 shots before it broke.
I mean, there was
which
you can
is
just
terrifying when you think about it, because that means anyone, if they have like the design, they can just 3D print a gun.
Yeah, but they say that as if you can just easily afford a really high quality 3D printer and its filament, and you have the techno knowledge like me to actually work that thing, and then buying the filament separately, all of that.
Like me, I got all the skizzles,
Yeah. Not everyone's gonna have it yet, but eventually, 3D printing is gonna become.
But you can
more
actually
common.
make just a shotgun with that fires one shot by just going to Home Depot and just getting a pipe and just making getting just a shotgun with the shell, just making it out of lead and just filling it with some gunpowder. Just boom, one shot, and you can kill people with that. It's cheaper than 3D printing. It doesn't require much knowledge as well. And a pistol is like really difficult to build.
So you just got put on a list somewhere.
What?
You just got put on some list.
Has anyone here read The Anarchist's Cookbook?
I have not.
No. I haven't even heard of it.
It's basically like a fucking book with a bunch of recipes for bombs and shit.
Hold on, let me order a copy.
I think it's banned in America.
Probably.
A coffee.
That's an item in The Binding of Isaac.
Oh, yes.
And then they're like, there's this one section, because I read this shit, it was hella funny. There's this one section, it's like, Operation Fuck You. And it's like how to fuck with people. And like, one of the steps is, you like, when he's sleeping at night, you go to his door, and you build like a concrete block in front of his door so he can't get out.
That's amazing. You can do that in the Starbound, but with actual enemies. You can.
Or you just like you squirt like silicone into his keyhole, and then it like solidifies, and he can't get his key in there.
Actually, you can do that with gallium. Just melt gallium. It just melts in your hand. So you can just keep it in your hand till it melts, and just with a funnel, just drip it into the keyhole thing. And since he can't actually get his fingers into the keyhole as deep, it'll never melt. It will be there forever.
You do realize silicone is a lot easier to get your hands on than gallium, right?
Speaking of stuff like this, it's actually super easy to get some super poisonous plants from Amazon for like $5.
Oh yeah, you can get the most deadly poison in the world for like $2.
Yep.
Yeah, it costs more to ship the deadliest poison in the world than it does to buy it.
You don't even get added to a list.
And they just think you're gardening with those flowers. Like datura, a little bit of powdered datura, you throw it at someone's face, he dies if he breathes that.
Not that we would ever condone that, but
we don't condone that. We don't promote that stuff. I'm just saying. In Revelations, everyone did that in Assassin's Creed Revelation. Just make a bomb of datura and just British gunpowder, throw it, and everyone dies. Beautifully. In game, not in real life. Just saying. We don't condone that behavior. Just saying. Don't add me to the fucking list. I will kill you. Not.
They apparently sell the Anarchist Cookbook on Amazon.
Yeah, I was just looking it up. It doesn't seem to be banned in America. It's banned in Australia, but everything's banned in Australia.
Yeah, obviously. I mean, Australia is basically, we don't want business.
Fun fact, Care Bears and like stuffed animals, they're actually banned in Australia for
because they think that there's going to be
animals. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, there's going to be. They thought like if they make a tarantula one or something, they're gonna. They think that it's going to be shipped with gunpowder inside it.
So I was reading the comments. It's basically like a cut down version. That's why they can sell it, because they took out some of the more controversial stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, still, if you can just pirate it off the internet, which literally everyone who knows how to use a BitTorrent can easily do, that's, I think, how those suicide bombers in the ISIS place are getting their information.
Yeah, I'm sure that they're using an English book to figure it out.
I mean, they can translate that. They are not, like, stupid. They have some
Yeah,
common sense.
I'm
They
sure
could.
they can translate it, but I don't think that would be their first idea to, take the anarchist cookbook rather than just use the stuff they already have.
Yeah.
There's a PDF with like the original anarchist cookbook on the internet freely available.
Yep.
Fire reads Anarchist Cookbook, Episode 1.
I linked it in the chat.
Holy crap. And
Yeah, I'm not
people
going to click
wonder-
that. I like to remain...
To remain off the lists?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I'm
like
not
to
on
keep
any
I like to
list.
keep my operations on the down low.
Nukes. Now even you are on the list. Because I said so.
Okay, I'm going to read part of Operation Fuck Up.
Please do.
That'd be awesome.
Get a wheelbarrow or two. Fill it with gasoline. Get 16 rolls of toilet paper, unroll and drench in the gasoline. Rip to shreds in gasoline. Get asbestos glove. Light a flare. Grab a glob of saturated toilet paper. You can ignite it or not. And throw the either flaming or dripping glob into any window, front doors, rough grain siding, or best of all, brick walls.
Amazing. But please
if
nobody
you-
do that or we'll get sued.
Yeah, that'll be bad.
Like,
But if you
it's like-
throw
It
it
would
like
be
that,
hilarious if you did do that, so please do. I want to read
it's
the
like,
news
why
article.
do you do this? And it's like, why do you do this? First of all, this bitch is near impossible to get off one stride.
Why did you do this, sir? Well, you see, I was listening to an internet radio show.
that taught me this and said it would be hilarious and I would be internet super famous like PewDiePie if I did that. So, I wanted the money.
It's true, you will be, but...
Only temporarily, before you're arrested and killed.
No, you'll stay famous long after you've been executed.
Yeah, you'll have a very cool name, made by us, but it'll be shitty by
You'll
us.
probably get your own Wikipedia article, too.
Yes.
Ooh, they have like more stuff.
Can you read off another
Yeah, but,
section for us?
Okay, so
That toilet paper thing.
after you threw the toilet paper against this wall, right? During the night, you get a pickup truck, a few wheelbarrows, and a dozen of friends with shovels. Right. So
Sounds
you
good.
use the pickup truck to transport the people and equipment, and then
Okay.
you get like a bunch of dirt, right? When it gets around 12, you dig a giant fucking hole in his front yard until about you spend like 3 hours digging this giant hole.
Okay.
I like that
And
it
then-
assumes that there's 3 hours where this guy won't notice 20 people trying to dig a hole in his front yard.
That'd be awesome.
And then you take this dirt and you bury his front door in 15 inches of dirt. Then you go get 3 or 4 buckets of tar and you coat all his windows.
Hashtag just anarchist things.
just hashtag just, yeah.
And then,
Just, horrible
and then
things.
you can make an added twist by igniting the tar when you're all done and ready to run. That is if the loser has a house.
That is true.
So you burn the guy's windows and you basically lock him into his house with dirt, and you throw burning toilet paper at his walls.
Yes. No,
Okay.
actually, I thought
Sounds
the
like a
thing-
fun Friday night.
So then you
Yes.
go find the guy's car. You paint it hot pink with purple polka dots. Or off neon colors in diagonal stripes. And then you take 100 or so 4-inch nails and pound it into his car door.
Sorry, so you're taking, you're just gonna hope that he doesn't notice you paint an intricate design on his car and then nail it.
Yes.
We are looking for a very deep sleeper here.
Yeah.
Also, some person, some crazy psychotic, ex is gonna listen to this and be like, I know what I'm doing Friday night. Yeah. And just, yeah. I mean, the better thing would be if you just dug that ditch and filled it with some of the extra toilet papers and just lit them on fire. Yes, I am adding to the anarchism. I don't condone
Okay.
it. That's just an
Okay,
idea.
so now you're at the guy's car, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what you do then is you get orange juice syrup and pour it over all his seats.
What?
You do realize this would be quite expensive, you know? How many liters of gasoline are we talking about?
Well, earlier we needed like 2 wheelbarrows full of gasoline.
That is expensive.
And then you get a bunch of newspapers and fill the entirety of his car to the brim with newspapers.
And then you
Okay.
light it on fire and it'll be hilarious.
And it'll explode like Grand Theft Auto. And
Okay,
you'll die.
and
And then
like-
you shoot him in the face with a shotgun.
And then
Just
you take his-
hilarious pranks to pull on your friends.
you take his tire, you make like a slash at the top, and you fill the tires with cement.
What the hell is going on?
Yeah, actually, if you want to do this, you would have to have an uncle who has a gas station, and a brother who runs a construction department, and
No,
like
actually, you can get
a
some
sister
pretty
who has
cheap,
like
you
yeah.
can get some pretty cheap cement, like just.
Okay, and then like
Oh.
a cheaper way to do this is you open his hood, you grab some wires, you hook it up to the spark plugs, and then to the metal body of the car.
Uh-oh.
And so
You
when it
better
starts
be
the
wearing- You better be wearing rubber
You know,
soles.
I don't get why you would go through all this work when you could just, like, you know,
and then,
the car has a gas tank, you know, right?
and then you take 2 pounds of sugar and pour it into his gas tank.
Oh, boy.
Caramelized sugar will be his
And then it's
engine's
gonna
product.
caramelize his engine.
Yep.
And then he would need to take out the engine apart and clean every part individually.
You know, why would he bother cleaning it when you've already burnt the shit out of his car?
Yeah.
Then-
And burnt his house.
And then like
Now
the,
you
the
realize you just
paragraph,
forced this guy into a homeless shelter, is what you've done.
the paragraph
Yep.
continues to explain, if the asshole doesn't get the message by then you start to get serious.
Wait,
Shoot him
this
in the
hasn't
face.
been serious?
Yeah, you have not
Sorry.
yet
These are
gotten
just
serious.
These are just fun pranks to pull on your friends.
Fun pranks to pull on your billionaire friends, you know? When Tony
It's
Stark
like, yeah,
just did that to
find
Batman.
the fire extinguisher in their house, fill it with gasoline, start a small fire, sit back and watch the hilarity ensue.
And they're like, so if you use the guide properly and you follow the steps as intended, right? Then
When-
the asshole will either move far away or seek professional help.
Sucker once is 5 minutes for something. I think the world is going to explode.
5 minutes until the show's over, you dingus.
Right.
Ooh, okay. Do we have enough time for one more category called pool fun?
Pool fun.
Okay.
Okay, I have to know. Yes, we have time.
Okay.
I just take some, you hook your car's battery and take those sparklers and put them into the water.
So you visit the asshole's house, right? The one whose pool looks fun. Then you
Okay.
you go to the pool engine and you switch the wires on the motor so the polarity is different way around.
Okay?
And then you watch him kill everyone in the pool, and it'll be hilarious.
So when the pool starts up, the motor will explode, right? Or when the pump is off, you switch the pump to backwash. Then you turn the pump on and get the fuck out. When you look out the next day, the pool is dry. If you want permanent damage, yet no great display, shut the valves of the pool off.
Can't you just turn them on and reverse the polarity again? You know, that can be actually a prank. That is good. That's an actual legit
That's
prank.
not a legit prank. You've ruined the guy's motor.
Yeah, but you can just reverse it again. Just replug.
Not half explodes.
Okay, and then they're like, if you want to fuck with a female, right? Right,
No.
you
Who wants to do that? Okay.
You can buy a bag of a chemical called orphodolidine, right? So you buy this in a bunch of bags, and then you go swimming with this chick. And then while you're swimming, you like stick open the bag, and suddenly all the water goes red.
Okay. I understand where this is going.
Then you laugh.
You laugh. You first go like, are you okay? And then everyone else laughs, so you just start to snicker and just go into
Pretty much that.
And KP's
I think this
dialogue
needs to
of the
be
year.
I think this needs to be a recurring thing on our show where we just read a section from the Anarchist Cookbook.
Yeah.
I am a
And,
fan of that.
Anarchist Corner. Hashtag that thing.
Hashtag just anarchist things.
Yep. And also, KP's dialogue of the year. And it will be hilarious. KP 2015.
And it
KP
will be
2015.
hilarious.
In next
Yes, we need
week's
that.
episode, we teach you how to make a
A new-
home brew blast cannon.
Yeah.
Save that for next week.
Yes.
I
So
think we've
on the
got
next
like a
episode
minute
of Dragon Ball Z.
So,
There's
anything
a
else you guys
section
want to...
called Firm 4.
Yeah, actually, SFD would benefit from that. He wants to make some thermite.
Yeah, I think thermite is already in SFD's repertoire.
There's also a section called European Credit Card Fraud for Dummies.
Okay, we'll have to read that as well, but not
Yes.
today.
Not today.
Not today.
This
Not
is a
today.
fun
that
book.
exciting. Quite fun, yes. We should read just some small chunks of it to kind of bring
Yeah,
in
find
some
a
more
short
audience.
sequence.
Yes.
What
We
should
should
I read?
always end the show on this, so that all of the people stick through the entirety of the show and watch all the ads, so we can get all them revenue.
Yeah, but
Just find a short-looking one, Fire.
hey,
Yeah.
let's see. They're also long. The art of lockpicking. Oh, that's just normal.
I can
lockpick.
make it pretty easy. I mean, you just hold a button.
Plug anything you want plugged. kingpumpkin.tumblr.com, thanks.
www.youtube.com/Firestorm Stalker. Go watch, go like, go subscribe.
At Suit to Grow, youtube.com. I don't have a link there, so just follow me on Twitter and stuff. If anyone new is actually here, accept us.
Thanks for sticking around for our first episode of Procrastination Radio.
That tastes like yes.
See you next week.
See
Bye.
you next time.
I didn't say far out.
And as always,
No, you don't
we're
get
out.
to say that. You don't get to say that.
I already did.
No, you didn't. I cut you off in the middle.
SFD needs to mute us now so we're not making asses of
Yes.
ourselves.
Yep.
Yep.
Or maybe he'll
Back
just
when we
keep
subscribe.
recording this so that so that the viewers get to laugh at us.
Yeah, that'll be like extra credits of this end credit scene of Procrastination Radio with epic music.
I think may have lost
We're 40
SFD.
seconds over time. Oh god. What are we gonna do?
Is SFD even here?
Yeah, even
I
Sakura
think
saying,
it's time for us to
"SFD
sing a
muted."
bit more.
Yes.
Let's do it.
He turned off the stream.
No.
Well, this was fun.
Nicely
That
done.
wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
Oh, he's still recording audio. Let's sing, guys.